Shalom, saints. Joanna here with you once more to share a message to help encourage and enlighten you. Now, the book of Revelation is quite an amazing book when it comes to telling us how to be in the end times, what to expect. And clearly we see that we are living in the end times, no doubt about it. And one of the key things, or one of the key messages in fact, to the saints that is outlined in this profound book is the scripture which says, "Come out of her, my people." Now, the words simply says, "Come out of her." But when you consider who is her, or come out of what, some of us may question, right? Now, the thing is, my dear brothers and sisters, this is a command of the Most High telling his saints, his sons, his daughters, his people to come out of Babylon. Yes, Babylon. So the her in this particular verse of scripture is referring to the Babylon system, the Babylonian church, and everything that pertains to the culture, the rules of Babylon, and everything that pertains to it. And I'm encouraging every one of you to come out of her. Some of you are sitting in places of limitation right now. You are experiencing such unnecessary hardships in places such as false churches. Yes, I'm going to say it. False churches that are causing you to miss what the Most High really have in store for you. Now, the church system is not one that I am bashing, because we understand that the church simply means the ecclesia, which is the Greek word for called out ones. And yes, called out, just as it says to come out of her, we are called out. So to be called out of something by the Most High simply means, of course, to remove yourself from that thing, come away from that thing. And here we are seeing the clear instructions in the scripture telling us to come out of her. So to be the true church, we also need to be the called out ones, to be the ones that answered the call to come out, to be the ones that heard what the Most High is saying and apply that rather than applying the traditions of men. Because clearly, if you really were to read and understand the Gospels, the four Gospels, one of the key messages the Messiah kept expressing time and time over and over again is to come away from the tradition of men and come back to the laws of Yah. Because the traditions of men is what is being spewed upon the members of churches. It's what is being imposed upon them as opposed to the truth. So we aren't commanded to just sit down and fellowship in some type of ungodly, ritualistic church that isn't really teaching the truth. We are instead commanded to come out of her, come out of this Babylon's church and really come back to the truth. Because for those of you who are hearing, you're sensing a call, you're sensing, you're seeing and experiencing so many things that you know ain't right. You know it ain't right. Or you are being told by the Most High it is time to shift, but yet still you are hesitating to make that shift. Or some of you are sitting and observing and seeing the contradictions. This is not lining up with the scripture. This pastor is doing that, that teacher is doing this, and everything is not godly and pertaining to his commands. And you are seeing all these different acts, if I should call it such, and hypocrisies taking place. It is time to come out of her, because I can guarantee you, based on the scriptures, not my words, that Babylon will fall. And if you are still caught up in it when it does fall, guess what? Inevitably you're going to fall as well. And my desire is to see all of the true believers, all the true saints, all those who really sincerely love Yah and are walking and pursuing Him, but yet still you may be not in that place where you understand fully that walk yet, simply because you're still part of that system that is deceptive. My desire is to see the saints really come out, really walk as the called out ones, really walk as the true sons of Yah, really live as the set apart ones. And by me saying set apart, for those of you who are watching that may not even understand what I'm speaking about, you're more than welcome to join Yah's kingdom, to be part of it, to surrender your life to Him and come into the knowledge of the truth. Because the gospel is not an exclusive one, it is for all and everyone who are willing to hear and obey. And I can definitely share more with you if you reach out to me in the comments below. But this specific message is tailored specifically for you saints, because it is time that we stop playing church and be the church. Be the called out ones. And I encourage you to be just that. Thank you for watching. I know this message was a bit weighty, but trust me, more to come. We have to come out of this system. Shalom.